question was first impression.
It could have been a bit more realistic, I don't know, a bit abs of steel. Well, I've been racing at Oliver's Mount now since I was a kid, so you know, when Sparta came on board as an event sponsor at Oliver's Mount, it sort of pricked the ears up a little bit, and I've been chasing Dean round for a couple of years as well now, so you know, I've seen the Sparta logo on the back of his leathers for a few times now, so I think I'd like to be that lead in Sparta leathers. Definitely looking forward to working with Sparta. You know, the Gold Cup's one of the biggest events of the year, so wearing the suit is going to be, you know, a big pride of mine.
It's cold, right? So just leave me alone. It's normally bigger than this.
As soon as I slipped into the suit, it was, you know, it was ready to go straight away. Generally, with a suit, it'll take you a few sessions just to get comfortable in it. You know, even if it fits perfect, it always takes a bit of bedding in. With the Sparta suit, I didn't have a problem at all. I literally put it on, as you see, and went into qualifying, and you know, I just felt like I was in an old set of leathers that have fit me for years, so I was really impressed with that. You know, the armour felt great. You know, obviously the design was lovely, really stood out, looked really nice, professional. I was really impressed with it, yeah. Gloves? No, it's funny because we tried a couple of different pairs of gloves, and the Sparta Predator glove was definitely by far my favourite. You know, again, just really soft and supple when I put it on, and protection in all the right places. Good grip from the handlebars and good feedback, so I just, you know, it's a pleasure to wear really. You know, a good kit makes you feel good and ultimately ride fast. I've had a really good, successful year, to be honest. It's been my best year to date. Great results at the TT, we were in the top 12 in the senior, personal best of 128 mile an hour, and you know, not too far off the big 130 club now. You know, some great results at Oliver's Mount at Scarborough, you know, pushing Dean and going under Guy Martin's lap record there, which has stood for a good few years. So now second fastest man ever around Oliver's Mount, which is a massive achievement for me, watching as a kid growing up. And you know, Ulster Grand Prix, another really good event for me this year. Pushed myself up into the 130 mile an hour club. You know, next year I really need to pick the game up really, and I need to be stood on the podium at one of the big international events. For me, that's a big one, because I'm not getting any younger, and I think I've got a couple of years now to really try and prove myself and show that I deserve to be there. And so getting on the podium at one of the international events is probably my biggest goal next year, and hopefully at the TT I'd like to do 130 on a superbike. It'd be great.
Whoa! This is what you got to aim and tell us, mate. This is going to be video. Yeah.
I'm going to video this.
Career highlight? It's hard to say really, because I've had so many memorable results. You know, a few years ago I won the ultra lightweight 125 race at the Ulster Grand Prix, which was, all right, it might not be a massive result in terms of, you know, it wasn't a superbike win, but for me I battled really hard to get the win, and it was quite memorable in that sense. 2 third places now on the podium at the TT in the electric event, so they've been really memorable. Just standing on that top step of the podium at the Isle of Man is obviously something else. You know, that's the goal. That's what I do it for. So they were massively memorable. Every race at Scarborough, every race, you know, the TT is always memorable. Good battles stick out in mind more than actual results for me, and I enjoy the battle in the race. So the Cock of the North this year, when me and Dean had a good battle, a good scrap, they're more memorable than the results really, I think. Dean has been one of my toughest competitors so far, especially at Oliver's Mount. Obviously there's only him stopping me now from winning the race. And I sort of focus on that now, so it's putting the pressure on me a little bit, and I'm heading in towards that event with that focus in mind. But Yeah, I mean, everybody's tough now, you know, going into an international event, you know, top 10, top 15, top 20 riders are all factory riders, you know, they're all running big teams. So, yeah, I sort of come against quite a few sort of tough riders, but yeah, I tend to be aggressive enough to stand my own, and I feel like I deserve to be there. Relax? I don't think there is such a thing as relaxing, not as a father anyway. I enjoy a bit of mountain biking. I've just started a little bit of motocrossing as well, so that's interesting. I've not been to hospital yet, but then I've not done very much, so it's inevitable. When I finish work, I pick my baby up and take her home and put her to bed, and then 2 or 3 nights a week I'll go to the gym, and then on a weekend I like go mountain biking, go motocrossing, just do something that fills a gap really, because obviously once the road race stops, life gets a bit boring really, and we go back to a bit of a bricklayer. Once we finish the season, we're always looking forward, ready for the next season, and just looking forward to the TT really. Next season is going to be quite exciting for me. We've started putting plans in place with current sponsors, and looking for new ways to move forward next year. Everything's going to be announced at the NEC, so I'm looking forward to getting down there. I'm going to be on the Sparta stand on the Saturday, so if you want to come down and have a chat and get shot by Sparta.